Here come two words that you don't often hear in the same breath very often. Climate and comedy. But the climate comedy combo is going to be part of next week's Global Climate Summit happening online. We have a couple of guests from CU Boulder here to talk about the summit. We have Paloma, who's a student on campus, and we also have Beth, who's a professor there. So I have a few questions. You guys can decide who wants to answer which questions. This is actually the third year of the summit. So can one of you explain how it works and what we can expect this year?
You bet. So the University of Colorado Boulder hosted the first Global Climate Summit right here, right now, 4 years ago.
Okay.
And then this year is completely focused on youth, on mobilizing and empowering them and their action.
And it's all happening online, right? I mean,
Yes,
we can
it
get
is
online
all
to see
online.
the whole thing.
So the University of Colorado is one of 12 hubs around the world that will be broadcasting live for 2 hours each for the 24-hour summit. And our time is 2 o'clock until 4 o'clock p.m. Mountain Time. And yeah.
I have a question for our student here this morning,
Yes.
Paloma. I know a lot of students are on summer break at this point. Here you are, though, working hard on this summit. Can you talk about the work that's being done behind the scenes to put this on?
Yeah, of course. So I am a current junior at the University of Colorado Boulder in the filmmaking department. So the work that we are doing is going to be showcasing the stories created by 4 other students, including myself, to show stories that really matter to us in a visual adaptation. And what we hope to do is to encourage youth to use the devices that we have, these phones that we are always on, to help us share these stories that really, really matter to us.
We're showing some video here, and this looks like this may be part of the comedy
Yes,
aspect.
it is.
Can we explain how the comedy and the climate combo comes together?
You bet. So what we've found is that students are getting a lot of information,
Yes.
especially environmental studies. Students get a lot of information about our climate and its impacts, and they know too much. They know a lot. And a lot of that information can stay in the head. But when giving access to creative expression of ways of starting to process some of the negative emotions associated with that much knowledge around the climate crisis, they can start to associate positive emotions with climate engagement. And not only are they doing that as climate communicators, but they're vicariously gifting that to the audience so that other people witnessing can start to process it, can start to feel positive emotions, can start to feel constructive hope, which, without hope, climate action doesn't make sense.
That makes sense. What you just said makes sense. So I think we should wrap it up by explaining where exactly people can get more information about this and how they can get on board.
You bet. So if you just go to the Spike Center for Sustainability Education, we're the ones heading up the programming. And if you just do Spike Center at University of Colorado Boulder, you'll get to our website and you'll find an article there on the Right Here, Right Now Global Climate Summit.
Very cool. Beth, Paloma, thank you both for being here this morning, explaining all of this for us.